Hey, happy new year, all of you beautiful souls. It is officially a new year. I wanted to make this video dealing with a little bit of nauseousness. My stomach got a little, last night I went a little crazy. We ate a traditional Mexican dish called pozole. And it's basically a red soup with a bunch of meat and we threw in cilantro, onions, and then about an hour later we were eating, popcorn and snacks and ice cream, and my stomach's a little upset. Anyways, I wanted to dive right into some pointers that I feel can really help everybody, no matter what your goal is, if it's either health, relationships, or your career. And that's a reminder too, don't neglect your relationships and your health, or your relationships and your career. You really want to create a balance, a harmony, right? And the first pointer would definitely be writing clear goals, right? You can't just say I want to lose weight. You can't just say I want to make more money. You can't just say I want to increase my sales, or I want to be a better dad or a better brother, better uncle, right? You need to be very clear. The subconscious mind actually needs very precise and direct commands, right? And we'll talk about that in the next month's How to Make Subliminal class, or it's actually this month in 8 more days. So if you haven't applied, make sure you apply to the Subliminal class. You can find more information on the YouTube channel. But you really need to write these clear goals, right? And it's very important to be you want numbers, you want descriptions, you want to be as descriptive as possible. Number 2 is having an actual clear plan. Baby Luke, when he was Airbnb hopping back in the day, he met a couple that was renting out their house. Though one of them, she was, I believe, a travel agent. The other guy was a drunk. He unfortunately had an accident with his head a while back, and he wasn't able to work anymore, so he was just a drunk. But anyways, I was sitting outside in their garage just talking to them, right? Because every Airbnb, that boy went to, he was always very curious, very drawn to people. The same boy that used to love people watching at airports. And they would say that all these people, hundreds of people, would come through their house, and they would tell them about their visions and their dreams, but then when they asked them, how are you going to do it, or what's your deadline, they just stared at them. And a dream without an actual deadline is just a dream. It's a pipe dream. It's not a goal. If you want to have a goal, you need an exact deadline, and you need a plan on how you're going to get there, which means you need to do some research. And the time that you spend doing research is going to save, in the long run, right? You need to see the bigger picture here. And the bigger picture, you're going to end up saving yourself tons of time if you just put in the research in the beginning when you write out your plan, right? And that's the 4th pointer. You need to actually write it out. And this is something myself, I could even improve on, right? And it's something I believe all of us, overachievers or, inspiring goal achievers can work on. And that's actually writing out the goal where your subconscious mind is now committed to it, or you are now committing, right? Actually write out the plan. Draw out the plan. Draw out and write out the deadline. Tape it next to your bed, or in your bathroom, by your bathroom mirror, or on the bathroom mirror, the deadline. You need an actual deadline and actually write it out. And the 4th one is finding genuine support. And a lot of you are like, well, my direct family and me and them, we don't get along, to say the very least. Or my siblings don't give a damn about my goals, right? And that's fine. You can find other means of support. There's online forums or online groups. There's chat rooms, a lot of, Zoom or video chatting, right? Find an online buddy and video chat with them. Get creative, right? Get a little creative and find some genuine people. If you are genuinely willing to support others, you can easily find people that are genuinely willing to support you, right? You have to give to receive, obviously, but there will be other genuine people willing to support you if you're willing to genuinely put out the support. I'm not saying just like, right, you got this or get it done, right? No, that's not genuine. I'm talking about, right, genuine support. Actually listening and understanding from the heart and giving from the heart. and you will get it back. Number 6 is just having a very, very, very honest moment with yourself. And just asking, why am I doing this? Are my intentions, the key word is intention, is my intention to boost, right? To boost some alter ego or the ego, or to feel better about my someone's insecurity? Or are you genuinely doing it to make, life and humanity a better place? Because if you are doing it with good intentions to genuinely give and make life a better place, I'm not saying your time is going to be free, obviously, but obviously we can't all be nonprofit full time, but your intentions though is obviously to make life a better place, to help people, right? Even if you're in sales, if you are in sales and your intention is to genuinely help that person, you will be amazed. You will gain the prospect's trust, and they will just your sales will just go through the roof. It'll be like the movie Up, where literally you'll be flying with those balloons. There's limitless potential at that point, because you are now connected to the vibration of love and miracles, right, that coincide with each other. 7th, the last key point that comes with time, right, just not necessarily time, but just be willing, having the will to fail, or accepting failure as a good thing, right? And the ego can't accept failure. If you're trying to pretend to be someone, or you're this and that, right? I don't believe in fake it until you make it. Listen to the subliminals, do the studying, do the work, do the homework, right? Put in the extra time, get the hands-on experience, and actually become it first, right? You can't fool the universe, and you can't fool 90% of humanity, or at least half of humanity that can actually help you. Now, failing allows you, right, to actually learn and grow. It's a part of life. Without failure, there is no life. Without growth, there is no life. And you and I are the highest forms of life, so we need to embrace failure as a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And then when you start to embrace failure as a good thing, and you are committed to making life a better place, you will never stop. You will never stop, right? And a bonus pointer is just when you do your research and you're trying to plan out on how to get there, really find genuine sources, right? The health and wellness industry has become a multi-trillion-dollar industry now, and unfortunately, I would say at least 3/4, it's safe to say 75% of the health and wellness industry is just focused on selling you their sales program, or getting you, on their email list, or whatever it may be. So be very careful. There are genuine health people out there, free yoga sessions on YouTube now from very brilliant and accomplished individuals. There's a lot of, non-yoga fitness instructors on YouTube that are very genuine and very accomplished. There are accomplished subliminal makers that are very genuine, that have your best intentions in heart. And you can always tell, are they trying to sell you something, or is, their entire video description just talking about, getting your money and this program, this and that? Or are they just genuine, like, hey, if you want to come like the Facebook page, or this is who we are, and if you want to subscribe, then subscribe. I don't ever invite people to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If they're going to subscribe, they're going to do it. Allow and receive, right? Allow and receive your goals. Allow and receive. And that's a whole nother lesson. These are my free and very powerful keys to manifesting this year.